friends, it's Elisa. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to go over the curriculum that I've selected for my first grader. Now at the end of the school year, I went over the curriculum that I purchased, and now I'm going to show you what we decided to stick with and utilize for this first at least 8 to 9 weeks. If you've been following along, you know that at the end of the year, I do an evaluation of the curriculum that we used previously. And then I go ahead and I have a trial period at the end of the school year to try out our new curriculum. And then before we start school, like that official day of school, I have a trial week as well. So a lot of different things are put into place just to help make this process a little bit easier for myself and for the kids. And honestly, just to make sure that it's going to work for us, because in the past, we have spent so much time, so much money on wasted curriculum, and I want to eliminate that if I can. And so far, so good. So let me go ahead and confirm everything with you that we will be using for our first. Okay, so the first thing that I want to share with you that we will be using, or that we have been using and is working really well for us, is Gather Round, the North American birds, and we so far have learned about 2 birds. This is something that I did not try out at the end of the school year because I did not know that I wanted to utilize this. Pretty much everything else we already had tried out and knew that it would work. We've used Gather Round before. I am familiar with their layout and I'm familiar with their curriculum, so I wasn't worried about this at all. I knew that their curriculum is a little bit heavier and it's like an all-inclusive curriculum where it covers everything except for math. And when I say everything, I mean like English and language arts, science, social studies. It has geography in there. It has arts. Am I missing anything? I don't believe so, but it covers all those subjects in here. However, we're not using this for all of those subjects. I feel very comfortable in what we already have. So we are only using this for science and art, and that is it. So it's not overwhelming for us because we're not trying to go over every single thing in here, and I feel comfortable and I feel good about that. I know that if you read reviews on Gather Round, which is why we stopped using it before, you will see that it is a lot. It's a lot of information. You feel like, or a lot of homeschoolers feel like they're reading a lot of information to their kids. I don't have that issue because I feel like I have planted my feet and I have a good solid understanding of what we're doing and what we're not doing. So before we get started, I go in and I cross off anything that we're not going to do, and then I feel 10 times better. North American Bird Study has been amazing for us. We've had so much fun with this. We do, like I said, there's science where we just learn about the bird, and in this book, if you follow along, we would do this curriculum Monday through Friday. We also do not do this curriculum Monday through Friday. We pick 2 days a week, and we usually it's Tuesday, Thursday, where we go ahead and we do science, and so that's when this gets done. So Tuesdays and Thursdays is when we do science as well as art, and so we learn about the birds, and then we color or draw them or different things like that. And so we've been loving it. We've been having a lot of fun with this. The kids are learning a lot. We've learned about bald eagles, and we've learned about the ruby-throated hummingbird. Handwriting, we are using 2 different handwriting packets here. This one is working really well for us, so we're doing this one, and we're also using Handwriting Without Tears. So we are loving Handwriting Without Tears and Zaner Blosser, and we do both of them because I feel like it's important. They're at a point now where it's important to start working on their structure. I don't have any issues, I don't have any complaints. They know what they're supposed to do, and they just get it. Kind of sticking along with English, the 100 Days of Spelling and Word Study. Now I will say that this is not my absolute favorite, but we're using it, and we will continue to use it throughout the end of this quarter. We're going to continue to use this book. So what I usually do for Jace is, if you guys watched, I bought this steno notebook, and I have him write his spelling words in here, and then we do a page a day inside of here. And so at the end of the week, he would have a spelling test. We have not done a spelling test just yet, but that is what the goal is for this. Now, one thing that we have not been using as much draw right now, because we went ahead and picked up North American Birds unit study, we haven't been using this as much, which is completely fine. But whenever we use this, we are using their first grade or we're using the first grade notebook to draw the pictures in and do a little bit of copy work in there as well. Something else that we have been using is Explode the Code. This has been really fun, something quick and easy to do. He is in first grade. We are using level 1. Phonics to reading. I do not have the teacher's manual. This is working well without the teacher's manual, and so this is what we're using. He's doing really well with it. I do have my eye on another curriculum, and if I change to that, which it's all about reading, I did look into all about reading, and there were some things that I really liked. So after this, I plan on going into all about reading as well as all about spelling once we're done with our spelling book as well. But this is what we're using right now, and it's working well. Now for math, we have 2 different math programs that we're using. One is the Horizons Math, and we started this along with the from phonics to reading. We started that at the end of the year last year. We also started this, and I knew it would work well. This is so simple, to the point, no fluff, like gets just to our lesson. So we are working on this. He does 2 pages of this a day, and then he has a homework sheet to complete that we put in here every day. He does Monday through Friday. He does all of his English work as well as his math work every single day. And so in this folder here, you will see there is a side for homework, and then he puts it here when he's done, and he's responsible for bringing that back to class the next day. But it just teaches him responsibility and to keep up with his things, and it's strengthening his memory to remember to go ahead and do his homework. So Horizons for the win. All book here because it's so big, but we've been using Saxon Math. This is their home study meeting book, and I love it. It's been really well for us. I really like how it goes over teaching them the basics like the calendar and how to tell the weather and the temperature, and all of that goes over like birthdays. So it's been really good to us, and we have really been enjoying Saxon. I'm excited to see how this program builds up into the other grades as well, but he has been doing Saxon Math too, and so he is working with this book as well as the Horizons. Instead of using the strips, we decided to go ahead and use this composition notebook with it. This composition notebook is, instead of it being like a portion for a picture, it is the complete page is for writing, and so we really like that. Now, I was going to order another School Nest notebook, but I really like this one a lot better. I don't foresee us changing that at all anytime soon. We really enjoy it. Rounds off our English curriculum. So for English, it's kind of combined together. It has a lot of different components to it. So we have phonics, we have spelling, we also have writing. And for writing, we have been using, this one I did not show you guys last year because I got it after I filmed the video. But we've been using Writing with Ease. This is a Charlotte Mason inspired book or curriculum, and I love it. This book, though, or this curriculum is based off of, or the examples and the things that you're reading is based off of The Little House in the Big Woods. I did go to the library and check that book out. My kids did not like it. They're not into hunting at all or hurting animals, which it's a part of life, right? But they're not there yet, and so they're too young for it. I didn't want to, scare them, so we just did not do that. We didn't read the book, so I'm going to return that book. We will continue to do this, but it doesn't prompt you to read the book at all. I just thought it would be nice to read the book along with this, and they did not like it, so we will not be continuing that book. But this is the Writing with Ease workbook level 1. And I love it. We also are using the first language lessons for the Well-Trained Mind level 1. So this is grammar for a younger kid. So there is everything that we have been using for first grade. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please stick around for the video for tomorrow, which will be the curriculum that we are actually using for kindergarten, for my kindergartner. So thank you guys so much for being here. Until next time, take care, friends, and have a beautiful day. Bye.